Hey man, say man, appreciate Mr. Boo Boo Bop himself, man. Mr. Bo got it shouted, man, in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you ready for my guy? Got the Black Bunch Entertainment, baby. You know what it is.
Last time, man. Last season to last longer than everything. First get first, deals on everything. First with first, how you back there running things. Last time, man. Last season to last longer than everything. First get first, deals on everything. First with first, how you back there running things. How man let another man irk them to the core. Wish I would let it bother me. Prominent for sure how I campaign. I don't need nothing around me, cause the rundown is hating gon' be who run it. I mean anything, so I drip sauce on they motherfucking ass. I mean just to piss them off, I'ma stand up tall, yeah, and grow it to some more. I'm first, you're last, cause they loving me some more. How you tough in your body like Renegade Cotton. I don't know how it happened, all I know is they shout and keep flipping around me. So it's pimping to the core 3 times, pimp tight from my head to the floor. Last time, man. Last season to last longer than everything. First get first, deals on everything. First with first, how you back there running things. Last time, man. Last season to last longer than everything. First deals on everything. First, how you back there running things. Shitting on niggas, so I guess I had to deal with those niggas. They ain't shit. Fuck them, get what we used to. Like a bitch with no ass, I don't fuck with her. And cause I forced them close, I ain't stuck with you. Fucking man, it won't go. You got some gas in it. While the fuck is in drag, you got faith in it. Plus buzz crunch time till it's over, man. Got the curve trying to straighten up and stretch it, man. Whatever left, call it residue and keep the change. I feel sorry for a grown ass fucking man. Getting money like a motherfucker all day. Always tailor-made, parkway paid. Till it's no more, nothing left, bitch. Cool around, soft white, doing magic tricks. Long as there's money on the table, I'ma have a seat. 3X TMR, 6 block side street. Last time, man. Last season to last longer than everything. First get first, deals on everything. First with first,
send a rolling forward payment, nigga.
Last time,
what you know?
Last season
send a rolling forward payment, hit a flow.
First get first, deals on
open up the door.
First with first, how you back there running things.
Hey man, say man, I done seen the game change. They doing shit now that back in my day we call lame. Renovate your circle and watch your life change. Or stay around the lost and become a lost man. Game code, they set you up, what you up and leave you slump, man. The broken bitter, they'll kill you for some chump change. Holla tips will make your heart burst. Have your family picking out which color hers. They tried to get me at the end of the month, so I hit them on the first. I'm putting head on the ground like Hunter Hearst. I got the pedigree like my name Hunter Hearst. Ain't no telling shit you know that's gonna make it worse. You ain't never got no money, ho, you must be cursed. I leave a broke bitch alone cause she need a bigger purse. My nut gone, so what you waiting on? Bitch, get the cash and bring it on back home. Send her on to sleep with 2 chromes. I'm in her ear like some headphones. She talking to me like a microphone. Bills paid, so you know I keep the lights on. Send her on and keep the lights on. Send her on and keep the lights on. Send her on and keep the lights on.
Last time, man. Last season to last longer than everything. First get first, deals on everything. First with first, how you back there running things. Last time, man. Last season to last longer than everything. First get first, deals on everything. First with first, how you back there running things.
Love my nigga from the womb to the tomb, man. We been doing this shit, man. But I'm little bro, he big bro. But you know what it is. Yeah, it's all good in the hood, but you know what I'm saying? It ain't all good. It's 2018, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's 202, bitch. Who? like that watermelon around here.
On the track, boy.
Smoking watermelon, smoking watermelon, ass fat, watermelon, dripping wet, watermelon. I be smoking watermelon, smoking watermelon, ass fat, watermelon, dripping wet, watermelon. I be smoking watermelon, smoking watermelon, ass fat, watermelon, dripping wet, watermelon. I be smoking watermelon, smoking watermelon, ass fat, watermelon, dripping wet, watermelon. Watermelon kush, you know how honey do. I do it. Green, red bottoms, watermelon shoes. I got that man down. Watermelon juice. I like my water red, and my honey's blue. Red, black, and green, watermelon hue. I'm keeping all my seeds, Black Panther, who we knew. Once he see this watermelon, he like, who was you? I put up watermelon, coop that thing, beautiful. Keep some goons in the cut, they a shoot at you. I split your watermelon, boy, I'm a shooter too. I execute the move, I make a nigga choose. And niggas love watermelon, don't get it confused. I be smoking watermelon, titties poking watermelon, ass fat watermelon, dripping wet watermelon. I be smoking watermelon, titties poking watermelon, ass fat watermelon, dripping wet watermelon. I got that watermelon, I know you wanna slice, you know that thing sitting nice, he put it on ice. He say he tryna chill, cause the block is hot. Let him slice this watermelon and then hit the spot. He said it tastes good, he want another piece. He say it's nice and sweet, bite it like a Georgia peach. I make him bite down, he want it right now. But you gotta keep it low key, pipe down. I be smoking watermelon, smoking watermelon.
You know better.
Watermelon, dripping wet watermelon. I be smoking watermelon, smoking watermelon. Watermelon, dripping wet watermelon.
I be selling watermelons, dark skin, red bones. Snow bunnies, high heels. Bank account money long. From the fields to your town, vacuum seals, stuff 3 pounds. Some keys white, some keys brown. Hit my phone, it's going down. Watermelon hanging from this 308, shoot 100 rounds. My lemon squeeze put you on your knees. Watermelon plus this lemon squeeze, here you begging please. I'm throwing watermelons like Brady the Moss.
What up,
Pay
Tacoma?
the cost to be the fucking boss. Rolling watermelon OG. Smoke blowing like a Christmas chimney. Do you niggas understand me? Cinderonia, Big P, 10 toes down in these streets. I need some watermelon little freaks. Pop that pussy, Hello Kitty, juice all over my silk sheets. She wanna suck out all my seeds. Make me bust everywhere. You ain't a cop, J. Reed.
I be smoking watermelon, titties poking watermelon, ass fat watermelon, dripping wet watermelon. I be smoking watermelon, titties poking watermelon, ass fat watermelon, dripping wet watermelon.
What up, Jess? What's up, Carmel? Watermelon corn liquor.
I'm ice cold from head to toe. I know you like what you see. I know you like what you see. I know you like what you see. Down on my picket ring, I'm calling big shots. Send 100 niggas just to shoot up your block. So many rounds, got you praying that it stops. Bullets at your feet, got you playing hopscotch. Hit him in the hip, make him do the baby bop. I was in a CLA, Benz drop top. Hair blowing, young, pretty Tony Cinderoni, don't stop. Coming down the street, beating down your block. System real loud, make the bitches pussy pop. Hammer ringing loud, make them call like the cops. Steel to your chest, hands up like you flock. They some fuck niggas, man, I'm from good style. I was at the Laker game, courtside for seats. Rondo number 9, King James 23. Walking down the steps, all eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. God is watching, non-stopping, lean not to your own understanding. Cinderoni, Roni Boo, my nigga, you look outstanding. The first hit came from a pussy lame brain. Pussy nigga got me fucked up in the game. Pussy nigga name rhyme with pussy, so you gon' hear a lot of pussy as you feel my pain. Cinderoni name rang through the chain gang. County stay fed, all the shockers feel the same. Hopped out the brown Chevy van, the same color, Peter Pan, peanut butter. Listen close, motherfucker, cause I don't stutter. Cross the street, I spotted him. Make a wrong move and I got him. Drove off, left him at the red light. Double back, he was banging on the wheel, looking real tight. I was at the Laker game, courtside for seats. Rondo number 9, King James 23. Walking down the steps, all eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. Acting like I didn't know. 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 Bill Cosby my drain. Bill Cosby my drain. I can't let that go. Can't let that go. Acting like I didn't know. 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 Bill Cosby my drain. Bill Cosby my drain. I can't let that go. Can't let that go. I was at the Laker game, courtside for seats. Rondo number 9, King James 23. Walking down the steps, all eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me.
Hustle of the television taking over the minds of the man. If they really, you know what I mean? The nigga raw weed hustle of the television taking over the minds of bitches of the niggas that be helping the bitches if they could be like us. But we can't be caught with 215. Motherfuckers keep it flipping alive and not be doing it to the day that I die into the world. But what you said it wasn't the nigga, but it is for us. That's why them kick it with us. There ain't no secret about it, baby. We be feeling the lust in your eyes every time you see a hustle the ball and every try to spin it on straight. With them tuning gets with the table with this kind of peanut butter top it dropping so I can feel the bread while I'm rolling down the boulevard. Looking at the asshole. I remember when they told me, no, they called a nigga lying, but then the nigga had the game. All the time, and now they got it tattoo of my name.
Are you done? Hey, Nas, are you done? Yeah, today we're gonna get into it about Kemetic spirituality versus the Christian minds.
Kemetic spirituality versus the Christian mind. I'm going to start off with this topic by saying no need to offend anyone. This is not what I'm trying to do here. But if any offense is taken on the way, just know ahead of time, it wasn't your intent. Now, let's get into Kemetics. Let's get into the Kemetic. We got Kemetic spirituality. Let's look up the definition of Kemetic spirituality. The Kemetic Orthodox belief that the parent gods create the Ba or eternal soul of Kemetic, while the beloved gods, of whom there can be any number, have taken a personal interest in helping the individual through their life. What up, King Mike Mars, Alex? What's good, homie? Now, when you talk about Kemetics, you talk about Christianity. Let's look at Christianity. What they got, so we can get a better breakdown of this. Christianity is a Abrahamic monotheistic religion based on the life and teaching of Jesus of Nazareth. It is the world's largest religion with about 2.8 billion followers, representing 1/3 of the global population. Its adherents, known as Christians, are estimated to make up a majority of the population in the 157 countries and territories, and believe that Jesus is the Son of God, whose coming as the Messiah was prophesied in the Hebrew Bible, called the Old Testament in Christianity, and chronicled in the New Testament. Christianity remains culturally diverse in its Western and Eastern branches. Okay. Now, Kemetics goes back to, I want to say, the beginning of mankind on this planet. You got pyramids all over the world. You got them in Africa, you got them in South America, you got them in Mexico, you got them in America, you got them in every continent. You got them in all the oceans. They're all over the place. These pyramids are all over the place. This is when Kemetics was in power. This is when Kemetics was ruler. This is when we believed and we build things that are still incapable of being built to this day. Kemetics is who you truly are. My problem with this Christianity thing is that judging by the time length is fairly new. You know, you got to recognize that the world has been spinning for over, a couple of billion years. So for it to be 2022 is is asinine. That's ridiculous, but it is what it is. That's the time we're in. That's how it's want to get. It wants to get put down, but at the same time, you got Kemetics who was here hundreds of thousands of millions of years before that. And you got to understand Kemetics. You got to understand that it was giants. These big mountains you see, those are old. A lot of those mountains you see are old tree trunks. Like that's how real it was. Like this is like, we get lied to a lot, so we don't find out who we really are as a people. And if you listen, that was good, Tony Hernandez. Uh, if you would listen, outside of the box, you could gain all kind of information that you would have never gained just by by not paying attention. We get caught up in these riffs of what was told to us off the boat. Most Christians get caught up in these riffs of what was told since the late 1500s, 1600s. Like, it's a lot of brainwashing between that time and now. Although things are not the same, it's still a lot of brainwashing in between that to keep people at a mental standpoint. Now, you got to recognize, why would someone go out their way as much as they've been doing? I mean, why would they go out their way to make themselves seem so superior than they really are? What are they hiding? What are they using? What are they doing that has so many older minds who should have been figured it out by now? But these older minds have no idea about Kemetics. They have no deep idea about the original people. They have no idea about, Heru and, all these different, different times before the slave ship. And that's my problem with this whole Christianity mind state, especially for the black people in America and brown too, because it's all a form of mind control. That you're being pushed to this, you're being, told this, you're being told that, which is always good to be positive and righteous, but at the end of the day, is this really you? Was this your original teachings, or was this something that was stolen, redoctored, and it turned into something else just to put you in a mind state of no return? Now, all these different Bibles and books, most of them have all been, like, I would say 95% of them have been tampered with. The only ones that haven't been touched are in like Smithsonian's and underground, tunnels and stuff like that, but for the most part, what's out to the public, has been rewritten. And when you deal with Kemetics, like it's so undeniable. When you deal with Kemetics, it's so undeniable that how can anyone argue unless you've been brainwashed into believing that you're less than. And I understand, for some people it might be working for them, like, believing in this, believing in that, but at the end of the day, it's always been told the truth shall set you free. Without the truth is nothing. It's nothing without the truth. Nothing. I think that what's up, bud? Like I was saying, when it comes to that good book, and it is necessary, you should have it in your life, no doubt about it. Because it
breaks down trials and errors, tribulations, and things you'll be going through in this world. At the end of the day, the images are definitely fixed. The images aren't real, most. These things aren't what they seem. So if that's how you want to, do it, then that's your prerogative. Like I said, whatever works for you. But at the end of the day, you got fact and you got fiction. A lot of things have been made up for you to believe that someone's greater than you. A lot of lies have been told for you to believe that you're less than. A lot of trickery and systematic designs have been put in place for you not to succeed. All under the Christian mind in America. Not just here, it's global, but where I am in America, I do believe people have gotten a lot better, but it's still a problem because you got certain privileged people still, still being ignorant to others. You've got situations of people who are on a different time as far as religion, but they still mean well, but they misunderstood because of their appearance, because of their, sound, because of their, delivery. And it's understandable, but at the same time, you could never judge the messenger, only the message. Now, it's going to come a time where everyone's going to have to make a decision. And when you make these decisions in life, that's you making, that's the God in you making these decisions. That's no one else but you. A lot of people do crime and the devil made me do it. The devil, it's the devil, the devil. Listen to me. It was you the whole time. Induced on the drugs that you chose to do, and induced the fury and the rage that you chose to be overwhelmed in. Like, it's all you. It's all you. That's the first step to accountability, is understanding that where you went wrong at. Now, it's one thing to be played and lied to, tricked and deceived and things like that, which does happen. But you always got to look at where did you go wrong in a situation. And if you, find any kind of ownership, whether how small it may be, that's a lesson learned for you not to do that again. It's a lesson learned for you to move on past whatever was holding you down, or whatever tried to trick you, or whatever mishap or misfortune that you may have. It's a sign. Signs come all the time. You just got to read them. You get signs about everything. Did you pay attention to the sign? Or did you drive past it? Did you pay attention to the sign? Or did you drive past it? And that's life. All about the sign. All about the spirituality. All about the universe. Never forget that what so-called Christians did. How can you be a Christian or any kind of respectable religious individual that you pillage, rape, and do all kind of malice treatment to others, kill, murder, torture? How can you call yourself all these and that's your claim to fame? Cross your own people, set up lies. Understand that in life you only get so many chances. In life, you only get so many chances. Hopefully God is with you, protecting you, and showing you the right way to go. And I think we should listen to ourselves. That's God talking to you. You know, that's him talking to you. When you deal with Kemetics, you're dealing with the beginning. When you deal with Kemetics, you're dealing with the beginning, the evolution, the first steps of mankind. Kemetics go back that deep on this side of the continent. You understand? Talk about Kemetics. When things, in these movies, you gotta look at the movies also. Look at the movies. Look at the movies from back in the day. You had all kind of outer space movies, Star Wars, Star Trek, all that shit. Then you had the little alien space movies, and you know what I'm saying? Like, the 80s was serious, the 90s was serious too, and everything. Like, there was a lot of movies that showed you about these other planets. Total Recall, like, it showed you how these other planetarium forms really work, and what to be afraid of, what not to be afraid of, so on and so on. All that stuff is a part of Kemetics. It's all a part of Kemetics because Christianity is what's going to keep you on this side of on this side of the world. See, you got to understand that there are ice walls that keep us circled inside this part of the planet. This planet has 33 continents. We was only told that it's 7 or 8 or whatever, 7, I believe, whatever. We was only told that because that's what's inside. That's what the Angel split up to be. You talk about the Angel, the beginning of when all the continents were connected and so on and so on. Like, you got to understand that in that time, it was one. See, what's not wanted is that they don't want you to fathom leaving this island. They don't want you to fathom digging or going to find what's hidden in plain sight. What's happening is that they don't want you to fathom the idea of you finding out reality, finding out the truth. Why would they want you to find the tunnels in Arizona and New Mexico and in the mountains and on the west? Why would they want you to find those desert tunnels that lead to other places and other countries and all that? Why would they? You know, I mean, they only talk about the cartel pipeline of old Incan, uh, you know, tunnels of like, you know, somebody coming in from South America, winding up in Arizona or Colorado. Like, you know, that's just what they tell you, but it's so much more than that. Like, we're we're really on like an ant bed, like you know how ants crawl on top and then they go inside these little tunnels inside, and that's really what it is beneath us. We're on the outer layers of this earth, and when you're on the outer layer to the fact that we are, the body does different things. When you're on the outer layers like we are, the body does different things. Now, I want you to really go back and I want you to think about how no one wants you to go to Antarctica. What's in Antarctica that, you know, that's this, that's that, 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 that. And what's going on is that, like I was telling you, it's 33 continents. That's why if you hear Mason sign, you already about 33 degrees, da, 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 da. Like, you know, they know, but they don't want you to know. And what they don't want you to know is that you're on a island. If you were to go outside of this island, you would know that the universe and everything you've been seeing has been on this planet the whole time. We're just on a different plateau of it to where it seems like we're looking up when we're looking straight. Like those stars you think you see, a lot of those aren't stars. Those are cities that are just long distance from here in on other continents. Like I said, it's 33 continents. This is only one. Like the seven that we've been talking about is only one. It's 32 more. But you got to go through the ice walls to get to it. That's where the technology's a lot better. That's where you see the goblins and the giants and the Nakis. That's where you get all that's where you get those what you call that island with all those big monsters and all that kind of shit. All that stuff is all I'm about, man. You got sea creatures the size of arenas. You got sea creatures the size of arenas. You got things in the water the size of arenas. You got shapeshifters. You got, all kind of dangerous entities in the water blocking you from getting a better vision, a better view. Now, when you think about, well, why would somebody, hide all this information? Excuse me. Well, the reason it would be hidden is because why would I tell you when I can charge you? I can charge you to live. I can charge you to die. I can charge you to think. I can charge you to talk. Charge you to walk. Understand? It's big business. It's all business. That's all I care about is the business. When you think of Kemetics, you gotta go way back, back to the pharaohs and beyond. Understand. I need you to understand this. There's so much hidden information in the dirt. Yeah. So, it's really just a, a hit or miss game with this. When you're dealing with Kemetic. You got so many gods into that, and they all are creators. Christianity, like I said, for what it's worth, is fairly new. Like, it's only a couple of thousand years old. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a small fraction. That's not even a point of a third of a millimeter of a centimeter a second. Like that's like a very, very short period of time for for this planet. Like, even I think Allah even goes back Muslim, but all that kind of shit, that goes back maybe like 30 or 40, 50 years or so. So I mean 1,000 years or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know. But I know Kemetic is from the beginning. I really want you to understand Kemetics is for you to understand who you are before you was told something else. Understand. Kemetics is your friend. The truth lies in Kemetics. Yeah. All right. It was a debate. We can get back to it another day. It was good chopping it up with y'all. I'm about to close it down. Okay, we might have more traffic here. I don't know. I might leave it up. I'll leave it up to you.
So let me get this straight. You breed me. You take my babies up out and sell them. We on about the fifth, fourth baby you done sold. I can't read. I can't write. You take my man that you make me breed with for you to have babies. You take him out back. Turn his rectum open. Now he's not a man anymore. Bring him back. You beat the spirituality out of me. I don't know my name, don't know my language, don't know where I'm from. But you do
Like for sure.
got some for me. Salvation. You gonna get me a Bible. Now I can't read it, because I ain't supposed to be reading. You gonna read it to me, and you gonna make sure that my soul is saved. Thank you.
That's just one aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know, it's so much more to this, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand Kemetics before you can understand anything. Like, ain't nothing wrong with Christianity if that's what you want to believe in. Like, look, man, all you need is the faith the size of a mustard seed, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's like just, you know, whatever you believe in, that's your business, that's your thing. I'm not here to judge nor dispute. But what I am here to do is say that Kemetics come before all. Kemetic was here before all. There was nothing before Kemetic. So for the ones with the plantation mind states and the ones with the Christian mind and all this mind and, you know, this and that and that, listen, man, Kemetic come before all. Without Kemetics, you might not even, you know what I'm saying? Like, without Kemetics, you wouldn't even be here. Everything is based off Kemetics. The world fools you off of Kemetics. You know, they definitely fool you with the Christianity, but Kemetics, you got to understand Kemetic. You might not have to understand all the gods and all them different, you know, different beings in it, but understand who you are. Understand what, you know, you are somebody. You're not, you know, you're not what you've been told from the country. You're not, you know, you're not that. So, like I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna finish it up with that. Man, shout out Hoover Doo, shout out King Mike Mars, shout out Jay, shout out Bud. Man, shout out Tony Hernandez, Caramel. Man, shout out everybody that came through. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Evans Keys, Tacoma Hilltop. You know what I'm talking about? Hey man, Kemetic, Kemetic, Kemetic. Get your song. Y'all hold it down. Be good. I'll catch y'all tomorrow for a longer show. Peace.